Hey guys, this is Clinton Jeff and today we're checking out a new silhouette from Nike. It's the brand new Nike Waffle One. Clearly meant for people like me who never scored a win on the Sacai waffles. I mean, now this is a pretty sweet sneaker. Let's check it out. Alright guys, first up, if you like what you're seeing so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right below in case you haven't yet. Or if you're really into sneaker reviews and you want to check out those photos, you can hit me up on Instagram and maybe give me a follow at Clinton Jeff. Really helps out a small creator like me. Alright, so this is the brand new Nike Waffle One. Thanks to their partnership with Undercover and then with Sacai, Nike brought back some of their classic silhouettes like the Nike Daybreak and the Nike Waffle Racer, each heavily edited by the respective Japanese labels' signature sense of design. And here, almost 2 years since the first collab dropped, we see Nike take the best parts of both collabs and mold it together into a brand new silhouette called the Nike Waffle One. There's similar mesh and suede materials, all in a very similar retro frame. So if you're like me and you never managed to score a win on the Sacai waffles, well, here's a sneaker that might be the closest thing you'll get. And honestly, it's a gorgeous shoe either way. The Nike Waffle One is dropping May 13th for a price of $100 in the US. I got the Summit White colorway to check out, which I think is my personal favorite of the lot. But the Nike Waffle One also comes in an active fuchsia colorway, an infinite lilac colorway, a screen green colorway, an electric green color, and a very Sacai inspired black and white colorway as well, with a special pre-aged colorway in partnership with Social Status to support charity. As if all of that wasn't enough, there's also the Nike Buy You option to get a truly unique customized colorway as well. Starting with the box, it's your usual red Nike Air Max box here. It's a little weird that they went with this particular box, but the shoe's name does come from the waffle outsole of the Air Max One, so I guess it kinda makes sense. Opening it up, you only get the shoes though, no extra laces or anything else. Coming to the shoe itself and starting with the toe box, you'll see a lot of mesh material around the toe box. This mesh material also extends along the sides of the shoe, so this is just a really breathable upper. At the toe box area specifically, you'll notice this black fabric layer underneath the mesh. This only occupies the forefoot area, so the midfoot is still just the mesh itself. This fabric layer is more to protect the mesh from your toenails poking through the upper, but also does help with comfort as well. On the lateral side, you'll also see this tiny white Nike logo near the forefoot on the black fabric underneath the mesh layer. Surrounding that mesh layer is this light grey suede panel around the toe box, which further reinforces this area and gives the toe box more structure overall. You'll also see this tiny bit of reflective 3M material in this tiny cutout on the lateral side. Moving upwards, you'll see this light grey suede panel that forms the eyelets and lacing system. You'll also see this black exposed stitching at the bottom and the top of the panel, which kind of gives the shoe a slightly unfinished look. Weaving through the suede eyelets are these flat white laces that are in a very regular lacing system. Underneath the laces is this asymmetric mesh tongue that has a pretty decent amount of padding, so it feels really comfortable on feet. At the top of the tongue is this black fabric edge with the NSW WFFL 1 branding on it, which stands for Nike Sportswear Waffle One. Coming to the inside of the shoe, you'll see this pretty slim back with no padding at all. This surprisingly doesn't impact the heel lock too much though. There's the black fabric sock liner around the heel area and the forefoot, while the midfoot area, like I mentioned earlier, is just that mesh upper. At the bottom, there's this glued down black insole with the Nike swoosh logo and the Nike Sportswear Waffle One branding, and this call out to established in 1972, Beaverton, where Nike's headquarters are located. Coming to the midfoot area, you'll see this white leather Nike swoosh stitched on top of the mesh upper. And as you move towards the back of the shoe, you'll see a lot of intricate details, like this bit of padding around the ankle collar to make the shoe more comfortable. There's also this suede panel that goes around the back of the shoe to kind of act like a heel cage of sorts. You'll see more of that black exposed stitching here again. And above that panel is this white Nike logo underneath the mesh layer. Below that is this TPU heel clip that Nike says adds support and energy, but this does help with the heel lock and does mask the dual stacked midsole underneath the heel, keeping that classic wedge shape of the Waffle series. That TPU heel clip really does give the shoe a dramatic look. Though I'm not a big fan of that white plastic in particular, just because I feel like it'll definitely discolor after a few wears. Gotta admit, it doesn't look quite as dramatic as the Sacai waffles though. Coming to the medial side, you'll see that the design is almost entirely the same, except for a few minor details all around. You'll also see this little debossed branding with the swoosh logo, the Nike sportswear Waffle One, and the established in 1972 be written or repeated here again. Feels a little bit excessive, but I do think it looks kind of cool. Sorta gives this a prototype vibe again. That whole intricate upper sits on a full-length foam midsole. But now here's where things get a little mysterious. Nike has not actually said anything about the midsole cushioning tech, apart from the fact that it's a springy midsole. From my experience, it kind of feels just like any standard EVA foam, since it's not super soft at all. This midsole is double stacked towards the heel though, but it's probably just standard EVA foam on top of EVA foam. And then lastly, coming to the bottom of the shoe, you'll see that iconic rubber Nike Waffle outsole pattern, which apparently has been updated with new molded lugs for added support, traction and durability. You'll also see this tiny little orange panel towards the rear, which has the Nike swoosh logo and established in 1972 debossed into it. That's about it in terms of design. Coming to sizing and fit, these do seem to fit true to size. I'm a size UK 11, but I have really wide feet, and these still fit just fine. Although if you have regular narrow feet, you might want to go down a half size, just in case you want a more snug fit. Of course, the best way to know for sure is to head on over to a Nike store and try on a pair for yourself. These don't seem to be super limited, so you should be able to find a pair in your size in most colorways. In terms of comfort, I do think that breathability has to be the highlight of the shoe. It's just a super breathable upper. The EVA midsole seems to be pretty regular though, so don't expect super plush cushioning from the shoe. It's just the same amount of support that you get from a standard EVA midsole. I mean, I know it's just a $100 shoe, though I think I would have loved to see a Nike React version of the shoe. Alright guys, with all that out of the way, let's take a look at the Nike Waffle One On-Feet. That was the brand new Nike Waffle One. You know, I gotta admit, I actually really like this shoe. It's just a really well done shoe. I do have some concerns on the TPU heel clip though, and the EVA midsole isn't really the most comfortable. But at $100, this is a great shoe. Definitely recommend it. Alright guys, so that's what I think about the brand new Nike Waffle One. I'd love to know what you guys think about this shoe. Is it really the best of both the Daybreak and the Sacai waffles coming together? Or would you rather just get one of those instead? Let me know right in the comment section below. Of course, if you want to see more photos of the Nike Waffle One, you can head on over to my Instagram account and maybe give me a follow at ClintonJeff. And hey, if this video was helpful and you want to support the channel, don't forget to hit the like button right below and maybe subscribe because that would be massively appreciated. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.